Alright, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to another video. My name is Derek, for those of you that haven't checked out this channel before. I think at the time of making this video we only have a few videos posted. I am on a renewed journey, so to say, of just sharing with you guys, and really it's for me also, of documenting my financial journey to becoming a responsible adult. If you guys haven't seen the most recent video, I talked about where I am with my student loan journey. In this one, obviously if you guys haven't checked out the title, we're going to talk about my current income sources, which is current, but I'll go over the story of how this year went for me in just a brief. I worked my first time in a full-time job for 6 months this year. At the age of 27, I still am living with my parents, and I'm just kind of still figuring things out, what I want to do with my career. I've been working all this time and saving money and everything like that, but as I mentioned, this is sort of a renewed journey of just getting to a place where I can be independent, of course. So in the start of the year, I was still doing what I was doing last year, which was a part-time job coming in from 2021. And then in February of this year, I started at Carvana. I did 6 months with them, and it honestly wasn't a bad opportunity. I kind of wish that I hadn't left so quickly. I will say for sure that in my journey, I have at times made some rash decisions that looking back, you know, you can change your mind or any of that stuff, but we're all about moving forwards. I don't regret any of my previous decisions, but certainly that was one of my proudest moments, was sticking with that job for 6 months. I had tried other full-time jobs before and just couldn't do it, and ended up leaving. I did one job for a week, one job for a day, and I'll share more on those stories in a future video. But where we are today. My primary source of income is I am a tennis coach. I'm here in Richmond, Virginia on the East Coast, and for those that are anywhere near close to this side of the country, you guys will know that the weather is starting to change. We are getting to the cold season, so this year being my first year as a tennis coach, which I was teaching tennis alongside Carvana all throughout the summer and everything like that, and I ended up leaving Carvana because the tennis lessons were just doing so good for me, and I really wanted to prioritize it. For my fellow self-employed people out there, you will know that working for yourself, owning a business, comes with ups and downs, and currently the weather is getting cold, which is challenging my career choice in doing the tennis coaching thing. I am proud to be a coach at a facility called Courtside West in Richmond, Virginia, but the opportunity is kind of slim there, to be honest. So I'm in a period of pivoting and changing, which we'll talk about for another income source. I'll just go ahead and share that. Yes, I left my full-time job to do this tennis coaching thing, but I am, of course, as I probably always will be, actively looking for opportunity, and with that opportunity at the moment, it would just be another full-time job to supplement my tennis coaching, which is why, like I mentioned, I kind of wish I stayed at Carvana, because doing them both, it was tough. I was working a lot of hours, but sometimes that's what you got to do. So number one would be tennis coaching. Number two, if there's 6 income sources, I think I put in the title that there's only 5. If there was a 6th income source, which I have some interviews lined up and whatnot, it would be another full-time job. Number 2 would be reselling on eBay and Amazon and Facebook Marketplace and OfferUp and Mercari. I also had one sale on Poshmark. eBay has been my best online e-commerce platform. I think I have like 100 sales total or something like that. If I can, I'll put it up on the screen, but I've had some success over the years with eBay. I've sold a lot on Amazon also, and I've even done their Amazon FBA program, which basically means I've had my inventory, I shipped it to Amazon praying that it got there, and then I watched it on Amazon.com, and when it sold, I didn't have to do anything, which was nice. I really like that program. If you guys haven't heard about it before or haven't done it, I'll make a future video on that also. Either way, I will, just sharing how it went for me, but yeah, I did that. So makes a little bit of money at the moment, not much. I have like $200 worth of inventory here in the house, which just isn't a lot. For those that resell, you would know that that's just not a lot to kind of get momentum. I'm kind of rebuilding that business, as I am hoping to continue this lifestyle of working for myself, having multiple sources of income. I always will have that, but like I mentioned, just I'm open to the opportunity of taking a full-time job, especially considering my primary source of income is being impacted by things that I can't really control. Number 3 would be dividends from the stock market. I have a stock portfolio, investment portfolio through an app called Webull. I watched a YouTuber, as you guys are watching me right now, mention that his video was sponsored, or at least he was affiliated with Webull, and you could get free stocks by signing up through his link. And I'm one who will support the creators that I watch, especially if I believe in them and I support them. And so I signed up through the app, signed up through the link, and went on ahead and purchased some more stocks. And I learned a little bit about dividend investing. I've done the whole paper trading, years ago. Well, I think that was while I was still in school. I've tried doing so many different things that I just have never really focused on one. As I mentioned, like with this renewed journey, I'm focusing on my content creation and everything like that. So we'll talk about that being the next source of income in a second. But I do have some stocks. I don't really look at it because they're stocks that I put money in that I don't really care about, and they're mostly ETFs. So I'm playing the long game with those. I'm not really into crypto or any of the short-term monetary gain sort of stuff. Number 4 would be social media / sponsorships. I just want to say that I had my first ever sponsorship, which I am so proud of. It happened maybe 2 months ago for my YouTube channel. I actually didn't post a video to my YouTube channel because, if you guys don't know this, I have this YouTube channel, I have my personal brand YouTube channel, I have a businessy sort of YouTube channel, and then I have one more YouTube channel aside from that. And then I actually have one more which I talk about tennis. So I have all those YouTube channels that I'm working actively to try to grow, which kind of differentiate the different topics that I want to talk about on any given day. And I just don't want them all to sort of blend together. So that's why I have separate accounts / separate brands for each one of them. But aside from that one sponsorship opportunity, I also am actively pursuing the monetization methods through each of the different social media platforms for each of these different brands. So for instance, my Facebook Reels for my personal brand is doing pretty well. I'm making some money there. But then I have like my Instagram account for my tennis brand is doing pretty well in terms of monetization. So I'm always chasing growth, and as you can see, I'm just trying to diversify my ability to have income coming in. And so that's income source number 4. The last and certainly not least would be freelancing. I don't think it's necessarily going with this YouTube channel, and in fact I know that it's not, I just had to think about it. The businessy sort of YouTube channel that I have, where I talk about how to grow your social media, is attached to an agency. At the moment, just me working freelance, where I help people grow their social media and whatnot, and produce content and become a creator and whatnot, all things digital. And with that, I've had one paid gig through Fiverr, which just happened maybe 2 months ago, and I'm actively pursuing clients at this present time to help people with that. I mean, I consider myself a creator. I make videos for my personal channel where the creativity or whatever kind of dawns on me, makes me want to film and create. Aside from that, I'm creating videos like this, obviously for a more intentional purpose with the title and whatnot like that. So I'm gaining that experience. I've been doing this since maybe 2007 or so, back when YouTube was not owned by Google. So I feel at least I can help a little bit with those, especially in the creator space, or those that already have a business, such as coaches, maybe even like small professionals that want to get their business seen online. I feel as if though I can help with that, and so that's why I created that agency. But at the moment, it's just me working freelance, and as I mentioned, I am currently looking for clients to take in there. So obviously that will continue to go up and down. But those are my 5 income sources. I really just wanted to make this video for myself also. It was a little bit of a challenge to make, I'll be honest, which I'm sure I'll be able to reflect on one day. But that's where I'm at right now, and on, what is this, November 29th, 2022. I hope that helps anyone else that watches this video, just to know, like, as you'll see my journey, go from where I am to where I know I will go to. I hope it helps for me to be able to watch in the future, to see that I was trying my best and working hard, maybe working a little bit too hard, not necessarily in the smartest way, but we'll talk about that in a future video. Thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for a future video.